welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a little bit, quite a bit has happened since my last recording. I am currently pregnant with my third child, and we moved into a house in probably about 4 months ago at this point. So I've been playing catch up. But anyways, just wanted to give you guys an update as an NTA graduate of 2021. It is now 2022, and it has been about a year since I've graduated. So just wanted to give you guys an update of, where I was and where I am now, and just helpful information, I think, for those of you that are interested in the program, and hope that this answers some of the questions that you might have when you're trying to compare to other programs to join as far as becoming a nutritional therapy practitioner. So in my previous video, I did talk about just the program in general and what I thought about it. I had graduated at that point, and there was a lot of things that I was looking into as far as like how to proceed with my practice and just what I ultimately wanted to do with my certification. So since then, I have taken another course. It's called HTMA, so it's a hair tissue mineral analysis course by Jensen, and she's actually a graduate of the NTA program as well. I just was at a point where I really wanted to learn more information, and I wanted to be able to expand my just knowledge, and then also the services that I provide to clients. And I also, from the very, very beginning, I had thought about doing a course. That was something that I'm more of a introvert, so I love the idea of meeting with clients, but the other part of it is I know with being a mom and juggling many different things that I ultimately wanted to do something that was a little somewhat passive, where I could create a course and then do some clients on the side. So that is actually something that I'm working on right now. And I took another course. I've actually taken 3 courses since I've graduated. And the reason being is because of the goal that I had in mind. I knew I needed more information, and my time was very valuable, or is very valuable at this point, being a mother and like I said, juggling all the different things I'm doing. So I'd rather have the information condensed so that I can just learn all of it and then start implementing and just going forward with everything that I'm trying to do. So I did write down some notes here so I could stay on track. So I did take 3 courses since I graduated. One of them was a Sam Evans course about being a consultant, and it just gives you a very amazing, just broad and also very specific understanding of how to market yourself and what that looks like, and just the steps to be able to put yourself out there, because that is something, unfortunately, that the NTA program did not provide. They did give some information when it comes to business, but not a lot to work with, I think, if you really want to be able to just go 100% after you graduate into marketing yourself. There's a lot that is just very confusing, and I've even talked to other graduates that have had the same issue with just getting clients in general. And I think it's also educating people. A lot of people don't quite understand what a nutritional therapy practitioner does. So that was something that I thought was really important. So if you do have if you have that mindset of what you want to do, and you don't quite have that business education or experience of just how to market yourself, I would highly recommend investing in something. The program does offer like a business type of course. I actually personally didn't try that just because I had looked into these other resources previously and I really liked them, so I just went with that. So anyways, So yes, just to backtrack a little bit, I did take 3 courses since graduating. The HTMA course, which was about 6 months later. I also took Rebel Nutrition, if I'm saying that correctly. She's actually a graduate of the NTA program too. On creating a course, I took that because I just love the way that she presented information, and I feel like she was very relatable to me, as she also is an introvert. So, and I think with her being an NTA graduate, it just is very helpful because she understands like where we're coming from. So I took her course as well, and I really liked both of these courses. I think they were just amazing, and the information that they provide is phenomenal. And also, in addition to the courses, they have communities to be a part of. So it's not like they leave you hanging. You have that community. You can keep on asking questions on Facebook, and then Jensen actually has something that's not on Facebook, but it's just more of a community that you can ask questions, and she answers right away. So I really appreciate that about her. And this has been amazing to add into my practice because people are intrigued, and it's super helpful to have this additional just information that you can have when you're evaluating and putting together different protocols for your clients. And then the Sam Evans, again, that was something I took because I wanted just another just information on how to do consulting and the sales aspect of it. And there's so much that goes into it, especially sales. You need to be able to know how to talk to people. And he does such a great job at just creating scripts. And when I've talked to clients, I've literally read the script, like on the phone, talked to a client, and I've closed them right away. So I think there's so many different aspects to postgraduate that you need to consider when you are starting your practice. And just thinking more so of like, do I want to do clients where or do I want to do face-to-face, or do I want to do more just like sit back, create a course, and have some type of community that you communicate with through like Facebook or social media, so that you're having just that interaction that way. So I would say just to think more about that as you are taking or as you are in the NTA program. Other things to consider that I think are very important and have really helped me are getting liability insurance. I looked and researched quite a bit of them. The one that I just decided on because I felt like they had more credibility, and they seemed to be, like, as far as their ratings on Better Business Bureau and all the different things that I looked into for this company. They're called Alternative Balance, and they've been great. I signed up with them. They seem to be the most cost effective for what they offer. So that was something that was very helpful. And by the way, I will put all the links for all these courses and the different things I'm gonna be talking about. I will put them below. And then also, if you have questions, feel free to reach out or comment. I will get back to you and let you know if there's, if there's additional things that you wanted to know. Also, for a supplement dispensary that you can actually get credit for, or you get a percentage of the sales that your clients order. It's called Fullscript. I really like it, and I've used it. The only thing I would say with Fullscript is that sometimes they are not in stock with certain items, and sometimes the timeline of when they say they're going to ship something is not always accurate. So that can be really frustrating, but their customer service is amazing. So I think it's kind of like a give and take, that it's great to have this option to give to your clients, because you can create protocols in Fullscript, and then you can send those to your clients and they can just order, and then you get a percentage, and you can give them a percentage off. So you basically can choose how much they get off, and then that also comes back to you with how much you would get in the end. Also with Practice Better, Practice Better is another program that I use, and it is amazing. It helps streamline everything, and it helps you to keep your clients in there. It helps you to create services where you can have your clients sign up through. They can book through this website. Like there's so many different things you can do through it. And they have so many tutorial videos. I just think it's basically the best out of all the ones that I looked into. I personally haven't used other ones. I just did my research. That's what I tend to do before I sign up for things. I just exhaust my efforts with looking into different resources or comparing and contrasting. So Practice Better, I thought, was the absolute best, and they are also improving and adding more things that you can do. They have integrations in there. So with the one thing I really liked is the fact that they integrate with the NutriQ, so that when I created my forms for my clients, for like the intake forms, I don't want to be sending a million emails. So I was able to condense it so that I had just 1 to 2 emails that they're getting from Practice Better, and then they're able to sign up and fill out all their paperwork and everything just through that platform. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they have other integrations with other programs as well. I think for payments and just different things like that. So I would consider that and look into it as far as incorporating this to help streamline everything for yourself and organize yourself from the very beginning. I did use Acuity, and it was amazing because what I did is I had a questionnaire before, like it's maybe like 4 or 5 questions, but I like to know beforehand before I talk to a potential client, I want to know what their health goals are, what their main concerns are, what they've tried in the past, just so I have some type of background to work with before I start talking with them, and to screen them, because sometimes, you know, there's just some strange people out there. So I just think that's a really good thing to include that Acuity had. But honestly, I didn't try to do that through Practice Better, but I know that they do have that option where you can just book and do everything through Practice Better. So I just have personally used Acuity in addition, and it was no problem at all for me. And I thought they were very straightforward and very easy to use. The other thing I wanted to say is market yourself. Like, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to start an Instagram. Don't be afraid to start a YouTube. A social media platform that is easy for you to use. Don't spread yourself thin and put yourself in all kinds of things. I think it's more so using what works best for you. And personally for me, it's been Instagram. I've had a lot of people reach out to me through Instagram, and staying consistent on Instagram is really important. And I definitely can fall into the rut of not being consistent. But when I do stay consistent is when I start getting more and more followers and people asking me questions. And it's been very helpful to grow my business and put myself out there. The other thing I want to say is get out of your comfort zone. That's a huge thing. If you stay in your little bubble and you don't push yourself to talk to people, like businesses, for example, I was trying to reach out to chiropractors, I was trying to reach out to doctors and people that were like-minded that needed someone like me to be able to help them. So yeah, there's been a ton of people that have said no, or people that just haven't ever responded back to me, but I will send constant emails and find people, look people up in, on Google in my area, also reach out to people on Instagram, like to collaborate with other people. I think when you put yourself out there, you get out of your comfort zone is when you're going to see that growth. So I would highly recommend that too. And then another thing is, in the very beginning, it can be very hard because I personally felt discouraged because I didn't have many followers. I didn't know how to, where to start. I didn't know what my niche was. I mean, I had somewhat of an idea, but I really didn't push myself to the degree I believe I should have initially, because I was a little timid and I'm actually a very big perfectionist. So that was really hard for me because I wanted everything to be perfect before I jumped out and put myself out there. So as I've been growing and learning this past year, I have been able to get more clients and just like go with the flow. Like I was very nervous, my very first client that like I had talked to and I used the script with and everything. And then I was like, what do I do? Like, I don't really know like where to start, and even price wise, like what to charge, that can be very difficult in the beginning. But your time is extremely valuable. You have put effort and time into becoming an NTP, and it takes a lot. I sacrificed so much time and I learned so much information, and there's so much that you can bring to people to change their lives. So I think it's more believing in yourself and not looking at your time as not that valuable because you're a new person. They don't know that. If you are confident in what you're bringing to them, then you're going to be able to help change their lives. And that's all people really care about, is seeing the change. So they're willing to pay the price. One thing that additional thing I did want to mention is that if you're trying to put yourself out there and you really want to start making money fast, one thing that was actually pretty amazing that I started from the very beginning was affiliate marketing. And this is something that is so helpful. If you've never done it, you don't even need a website. You basically, like for example, you could start an Instagram and you could start a link tree, which is like where people can go to. It's like kind of your bio, under your bio, where you can have links in there. And if you are bringing valuable information and you are passionate about what you are talking about, and you have actually used products that you're talking about and you believe in them, like I'm not talking about being some cheesy person that just finds whatever you can to just try to shove in people's faces and say buy this. No, I'm saying things that you're passionate for and things that you use in your life on a day-to-day basis and you love, share it with people and become an affiliate. And if you do that, you can start getting money fast. That was a huge thing for me. I didn't even have that many followers, and I was getting affiliate money because people actually were listening to me and believed in what I was saying. And I was actually 100% honest about what I was talking about as far as the products that I promote. So that's the last thing I wanted to mention as far as when you're starting your business, just to incorporate another aspect of your business that could bring in some revenue for you while you're, getting on your feet and starting your new business. So yeah, that's basically what I wanted to share with you guys. I'm so grateful again for this program. It's been awesome for me.